applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, bond it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Used to lose, built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win.
Whoa.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of BWT. I'm your host, Teddy, and today we got a great show lined up for you. We will be going over the MLB award winners and the division as well. It's a long season. Let's see if we get them right. Before we get started, I want to introduce my guys I got here with me. We got my boy Davey Dollars and Jovan. How we doing, fellas?
What's up? Doing good, Can't complain. It's baseball season, opening day.
You see that background, man. You see that background, you know I'm ready for it. I'm excited about today's show. I got my notes ready. I'm here to talk about one of the greatest games ever created, baseball. Let's get it, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Before we get started, want to make sure you guys are liking this video, subscribing to the channel so you don't miss another video that I will be dropping throughout the season. And also make sure that you guys are subscribed to the rest of the Refuse to Lose network. We got CTC called Talking College. He's right now, I'm sure he's watching the Sweet 16. He goes over college basketball and college football. Draft is in a couple weeks, so make sure you tune into that. We got RBO, Real Ballers Only, with Vaughn. He will be going over the playoffs in the NBA. Those are coming up pretty soon. We've got Dave's Doghouse. Dave, give us a quick rundown of your show.
Man, Dave's Doghouse. I'm actually going to have these two guys on my show Saturday 4 p.m. That's the next show. That's gonna be that's here to come in this weekend. But my show, I basically give highlights and lowlights of anybody in sports. And when I say anybody in sports, I mean anybody in sports. You could be an interpreter, because we know what happened with Otani's interpreter. You can be a basketball player, football player, soccer player, hockey player, doesn't matter what sport it is. Hey, it might even be cricket. It might be somebody in golf. If you do something great, I'll put you as a dog. But if you don't do something great, or you have some crazy takes, Stephen A said today, you'll end up in the doghouse. So that's Dave's Doghouse, just to give you a quick synopsis of what it is that I do on my show.
Yep. And then we've got Unfazed with Joe and AJ. Great show. Two of the best debaters in the Refuse to Lose network. They go head to head. They are division rivals in basketball and football. So make sure you tune into that. And then we have Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. Some news dropped this week with his favorite team that he's not too happy about. I feel completely different, but he just has this thing with this one specific player. Make sure you tune in to know who and what I am talking about. And then we've got In the Red Corner with Ty, Ricky, and Tomo. Boxing show, strictly boxing, no exhibition, no MMA, no UFC, no
WWE, no bare knuckle, none of that.
None of that. Just strictly boxing. One of the fastest growing shows on the network. So make sure you tune into that one. And then, of course, can't forget the main show, which is basically the sports center of the network, Refuse to Lose. That's with Dave, Tomo, and Joe. They go over everything in the sports world. Go live every Tuesday and Friday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the entire network so you don't miss out on other shows. Um, so guys, let's get started. We will start off with the new kids on the block, rookies of the year in the American League. Who you got, Dave?
So, rookie of the league in the American League. I definitely had a few choices that was on here, but ultimately, I went with a rookie that was just recently the MLB Pipeline Prospect of the Year. He was the MILB Breakout Player of the Year as well. He was also the AA Eastern League MVP just recently. And he plays for my team, Christian Campbell. I'm going with Christian Campbell. He put on some muscle in the offseason. He put on 15 pounds of muscle in the offseason just to help with his swing. He actually his average was 330, 439, 558 with 20 home, 24 steals in 115 games in the minors. So, pretty good numbers. I'm predicting that, he'll have at least, I'm saying maybe about good 600 plate appearances, possibly, maybe less than that. I'm predicting he'll have about 25 home runs and about 30 steals. So I'm thinking if he does that, he'll have a great opportunity to be the AL Rookie of the Year.
What up, Joe? I like that. That wasn't on my list. Jovan, who you got?
No, I gotta go with man. Mr. Debut. He went out for his debut today. Second baseman for the Red Sox. I'm going with my boy
Homers.
Christian Campbell for the AL
Okay.
Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
Be original. Be original. Jeez.
Got his first hit of the season today. Family is all excited. Very close to his first RBI, but Chase Jung made a nice diving stab at the ball, kept it in the infield. So I think the future is definitely bright for the kid. I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too. He had a great outing today.
Okay. I'm not gonna pick a rookie for my team because we all know who I could have gone with.
Is he really?
Yes, he is. In the MLB, we go on service time, not time on the if you're on the roster or not. It's not like the other sports. So
that rule needs to be changed.
I mean, he's only 22 years old, dude. I'm gonna go with the kid, Cam Smith in Houston.
That's a good pick.
He was the big piece in that Kyle Tucker trade, and he balled out all spring, and I think he's gonna have a tremendous season. He moved his position from third to right field, so I think that's gonna help them out big in Houston this season, and I think he goes out there and has a pretty good year.
I like how the coach brought in his family for
to
for
introduce
announcing
him.
that he made the team. That was
Yeah.
pretty sick.
Yeah, that was dope. What up, Mikey?
What up, Mikey?
So now we will hop over to the National League. Who you got, Jovan?
I went with Dylan Cruz. Kid's electric. I think him being on the Nationals is going to give him a big chance to be the star in that lineup. And I think with guys like James Wood, C.J. Abrams, he'll be able to to mix right in with those guys, and I think he's gonna have a breakout season. So I'm gonna go with Dylan Cruz for NL Rookie of the Year.
Okay. Who you got, Dave?
Same. I ain't Dylan Cruz. That was automatic for me. I think he's also going to have about 600 plate appearances this year, which gives him a lot of opportunities to hit some home runs, steal some bases. He was of course, if healthy, of course he got to stay healthy, but he was the second pick overall in 2023. Him along with James Wood and their pitcher who had a awesome outing today, even though they lost, but he balled out in their outing today. I think Dylan Cruz for sure is going to be the National League Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I also agree with that. I think it was a little weird today where he was batting in the lineup, but he was in the 8 hole. But I mean, I think he's going to have a tremendous year. He covers a lot of ground out in center field, and the kid can swing it with the best of them.
Yeah, he's pretty quick too, so he can get some stolen bases as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm thinking he can get
Actually
maybe
stole
like.
third today.
So I think he can get
I
like maybe
definitely
20, 25 steals on the season, something like that.
Yeah,
I'd definitely keep my eye out for Roki Sasaki as well for that award.
Of course.
Depending on his pitch limit, guys that usually come from Japan are usually on a short leash. So I think that's going to be what is the main factor on whether he gets it or not.
Yep.
But his stuff is nasty.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna take time for him to control it. I don't know if you guys watched that game over in Japan in the Tokyo series against the Cubs. He went 3 innings and he walked like 4 or 5 guys. So that's going to be a big part of whether he has success or not. Um, let's go over to the American League Cy Young. I'll start this one off because it's gonna shock you guys. I'm sure it won't shock you guys, but it's gonna shock you guys that I picked him. I'm gonna go with Garrett Crochet of the Boston Red Sox. The kid is filthy. He ruined my parlay today, but I think he's going to go out there and just the way that he pitches, and the fact that he's going to be on a better team than what he was last year. He's gonna be in line for more wins throughout the season, and that's gonna help out tremendously. So I got Garrett Crochet winning the American League Cy Young this year.
Oh man, yeah, that definitely
Good
shocked
choice.
me. You told me in the back that it was going to shock me, and you're right. It definitely shocked me. But I mean, I don't disagree with you. I think he has. He's for sure the ace for the Boston Red Sox. I think he's going to have an awesome season this year. And also, I know some people go like, "Well, you picked Gary Crochet over Screwball." Look, there hasn't been a repeat AL MVP since 2000. So, and that was Pedro Martinez. That was the last time that they repeated. So it's been over 25 years since the last time that there's been in a repeat MVP in the American League. So I'm going with Crochet because for one, he's playing for a contract extension. He's been looking for that right now, and he had a really good season last year. I think it's going to happen again this season. So yeah, I'm definitely going with Garrett Crochet.
Yeah, but looks like we all agreed on this one. I went with Garrett Crochet as well. I mean, watching him pitch today and opening day just sealed the deal for me. Easy 98 from the left-hand side. This dude's 6'6", 260 pounds. He's just an absolute monster. I wouldn't want to be facing that guy. And it's kind of crazy how he can just craft through a lineup with 2 pitches. It looks like he's just going fastball and cutter for the most part. And he has a sweeper if he gets late in the counts. So I don't know. That 98 is going to play very well, and he has a lot of strikeouts. So I think he's gonna do some damage this season.
Yeah, I don't play baseball, so I don't think I want to face anybody in the league. Let's just put it that way.
Let's switch over to the National League Cy Young Award winner. I think we're all gonna have the same guy. This kid's a freak. He was.
Let's just say unanimously, Paul Skeens.
Paul Skeens. Yeah,
I think it's
he's
easy.
good.
That dude, man, 100 miles per hour fastball. Oh my gosh.
With
That is
ease.
with ease. And then he created his own pitch, the splinker. Oh my goodness. He added a changeup in the winter. Like he just keeps adding to his game. He's young, and the thing is, I think he just started. I think he last year he got his first starts like for the full season was last year. I think he was in the league for 3 years before then. And now coming up last year doing that, he has a handful of spinning pitches. If you want to think about like the modern day pitcher nowadays, you just put Paul Skeens right there. You pretty much have it. He pretty much can do just about anything any other pitcher can do. So he just nasty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got some good stuff, man, for sure. I love watching him how he goes about his business, and the main thing that is so impressive to me is his warm-ups before and how he gets ready for his games. I mean, it's very unorthodox. He does some weird stuff, throws a football around. He has this weird like water tank on his back to like whip his body. He's definitely using like futuristic tools to get the velocities that he's getting. And I think his wave is going to be a wave for the next generation if he can consistently stay healthy, which he's shown
Yeah,
us he has been able to do. So
yeah. It's almost like how the Commanders are treat Jaden Daniels. Because Jaden Daniels is the only quarterback that has the VR that they use in the in practice. So you have him being able to do that. It's like it gave him a certain advantage. And now that Paul Skeens is pretty much the only one doing what he's doing, it gives him an easier. It's like it makes it easier for him. No one else is doing what he's doing, so he can pretty much dominate.
Yeah.
yeah.
That that LSU team when they won the national championship 2 years ago, and then producing the number 1 and number 2 overall picks in the next year's draft, and for them to be competing for rookie of the year and then potentially a second Cy Young for Skeens, that's just incredible. Um, Imagine having to face that team and then go to like physics at 8 o'clock in the morning the next day. It's just it's not
I
something you want to
I
sign up for.
I be pissed.
Yeah, definitely not something you want to sign up for. Uh,
Right.
Now we go to the American League MVP. Dave, who you got?
I don't think this is going to shock you. I really don't. Because this person was actually my number 1 pick in our fantasy draft, Bobby Witt Jr. I think Bobby Witt Jr. is going to have. I don't think he's going to see. I don't think Bobby's going to repeat what he did last year because what he did last year was amazing. But I think he's going to have something close enough to where it's like, all right, you got to get him at the MVP. Because I mean, we know Judge had got it last year. Judge had a phenomenal season last year. I think he can have a phenomenal season again, honestly. But if I'm talking about me, I think he can average about 332. Again, his batting average might not be the same. I think his batting average may go down some, maybe like a 330, 320, something like that. But I just think Bobby Witt Jr. just has all the tools, man. He can hit. He has speed. He's a good defender. I think Bobby can do it all. So I'm going with Bobby Witt Jr.
Okay, Joanne, who you got?
So I definitely picked the dark horse. I don't think anybody else. If I was to bet this on DraftKings, I'd probably make a pretty penny. But I went with my boy Mike Trout. I mean, he's got a chip on his shoulder. He was ranked 30 overall in MLB.
Disrespectful to rank him 30th
He
overall.
sent a text message to Mark DeRosa asking who makes this list up. He's definitely got a chip on his shoulder. He's gonna tear it up this year. I think him in right field is gonna be a different look for him, a little bit less strenuous on his body, and I think he's gonna make everybody remember what his name is, and he's gonna show up and ball.
Hi, my name is.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, the cap,
Of
number
course.
99,
Of course.
Aaron Judge.
Of course.
It was a toss up between him and Vladdy though, for sure. I feel like Vladdy's gonna go out and have a tremendous year as well in a contract year. Gonna try to go out and get the absolute bag um next year in free agency, but I feel like Aaron Judge was kind of disrespected as well. With some people saying that Soto was better when you look at the numbers that Soto put up last year and Judge put up last year, and Judge beat him in every category. And then when Soto goes out and says that the Mets run New York and they've always been the winning team in New York and all that crap, it's just like, dude, no, no. Nah, Aaron Judge is the king of New York, and he's going to prove it again this year, winning his 4th MVP. Um,
I think it's going to be a little more difficult for Aaron Judge. I'm not just saying that because he's on the Yankees, but I think your lineup definitely took a step back compared to last season, especially
yeah,
losing Stanton.
Mhm.
He has less protection, so I think he's going to face some obstacles this year that he hasn't had to face in years past.
Well,
Hopefully,
remember
Cody Bellinger is the Cody Bellinger
did,
we all know that he can be, and that will definitely help Aaron Judge out.
big time.
But
well, didn't he struggle in the beginning of the season last year, and then he caught fire in the second half of the season. So I think even
that's
if
how
he
he does
struggles,
it, man. That's how he does it. He can catch
yeah,
fire in the blink of an eye. So.
that's why I think he's going to be in the conversation anyway. I don't think it's going to be too tough for him, honestly. Even with Soto not
But
being
if
there
I'm a
and
pitcher,
Stanton, then
I'm pitching around Aaron Judge. If I don't have anybody that's really threatening me in the lineup,
That's
like
fine.
that,
You
yeah.
can pitch to Cody Bellinger with a short porch and right, and he'll bring in both runs. Because Cody Bellinger had a tremendous spring training. I'm a guy that really doesn't care about spring training, but Jovan loves to bring up spring training, so I'm gonna bring it up. Cody Bellinger batted like 400 in the spring. He had some bombs, and he was hitting the ball at a very hard hit rate. So, and today he went one for three with an RBI. So I feel like he's gonna have a good year. This is his bounce back year. Um, Again, his dad played for the New York Yankees. This was the reason why I was calling for him to get traded to the Yankees for the past like 2 years. I've always wanted this kid, and it's gonna be huge when if Goldie needs a break because he's a little on the older side, we can put Bellinger at first and then have Grisham go to center. So it's going to be big. And you speak of Trout going over to right field. Aaron Judge is also going back over to right field. So that's his original position.
That's his bread and butter.
Yep. So that's going to be huge for him. Let's go over to the National League MVP. Dave, who you got?
Javon, I think you're gonna like this one. Somebody you drafted on your fantasy team. Fernando Tatis Jr.
Whoa.
I think he's
I
gonna
like
be
that. I like that.
I think he's gonna be NL MVP. Now look, some people say, well, he ain't had such a good season last year. I get it. He played in 112 and 100 110 112 100 some games. He only had 21 home runs, 11 steals, and his batting average was underwhelming. He's only 276. I get it. But remember, the man was out from June until September 2nd. He was out for a long time. He came back on basically one leg. So that's why he had stress reaction in his right thigh. He was only on his left leg. So his right leg wasn't he wasn't healthy. So with this season now healthy, I'm thinking he's going to go he's going to have maybe like a 40-20 season, 40 home runs, 20 steals, about 160 plus hits, 31 doubles, 35 homers, somewhere around there, 290 batting average. 360 on base percentage, and like a 540 slugging percentage. I think that's what he can do this season. So I'm going with Tatis.
I like it.
Like that. Jovan, who you got?
I had to go with the favorite. My boy Shohei Ohtani, especially with the healthy arm. I think he's going to pitch some meaningful innings this season. And I mean, if he can do anything remotely close to what he did last season as far as power goes, I think it's going to be a unanimous decision that he gets the MVP.
I really think he should move to being just a relief pitcher. I really do. I think that'll help him so much, and then he'll still be in a good case to be the MVP because he'll still be pitching. He'll still be a double guy, but that's just me.
It's a little more strenuous on your body having to pitch every day without rest. As a closer or reliever, that's usually what you do. You throw one inning, and you're expected to throw the next day too. So I think that he might be better off throwing that 5 innings in one day and then just resting his arm for 5 days or 6 days. Because I think they have a 6-man rotation this year. So I think he'll have, there's plenty of pitchers on the Dodgers right now where they're going to be able to just let him rest when he needs rest and let him come out when he says, you know what, my arm feels golden right now. Let me heat it up, man. He's just gonna.
I feel like Ohtani can pitch like maybe every 8 days. They have a 9-man rotation if they really wanted to. It's kind of ridiculous.
Really,
Cheating bastards.
I am gonna go with MLB The Show 25 cover boy. Coombs.
I like that. I like that.
He's gonna go out and get 40 home runs and 60 stolen bases. He's gonna play a much better shortstop because he's gonna understand how to play the game better with his new manager Terry Francona. I think that's gonna be huge for his maturity of the game, and I feel like he's gonna go out and help this team do some great things. We will find out what great things later on in the show.
I'm hoping that he doesn't have all them strikers that he had last season. So as long as he don't do that, he should be good.
Yeah. Now let's end it off with a manager of the year. Let's go American League. I'll start this one off. It's a bit shocking because I talk so much crap about him, but Aaron Boone.
Wow.
Aaron Boone is going to go out and win Manager of the Year.
Wow.
I feel like this is the year that he stops all his stupidity. And he finally figures it out. And the Yankees do some great things as a team and shock the world. But who you got, Dave? Who you got, Dave?
I guarantee you my pick is going to shock y'all, period. Because it ain't going to be who you think it is. My pick for Manager of the Year for the American League is Matt Quatraro.
Okay.
I think he is going to lead the Royals to have a great season this year. With having Bobby Witt Jr. on that squad and a whole bunch of other players, some really good pitching, I think that the Rangers could possibly represent the AL or not even represent them in the World Series, but at least get an opportunity to be in the AL. So yes, I think their team can be really that. I think they can be that good this season.
It's not the first time I've heard that today. I was watching the pregame show to opening day, and Harold Reynolds said that the Royals are gonna represent the American League. So
yeah, I don't know for sure if they can get to the World Series, but I think they can at least get to ALCS.
Yeah. Who you got, Jovan?
So I went with my boy Alex Cora.
Of course, dude. You're so bored.
I'll tell you why. I mean, if you look at the Red Sox, Past 3 out of 4 years, we came in last place.
I'll tell you what.
This year, if we make the noise that we should make, either winning the division or winning a ALCS or making a World Series appearance, I think he's a sure choice to get the award. Just given where the organization has been in the past 5 years and where he can take it. So, I mean, it's really up to him. If he does what this team is capable of doing, I think he should get the award. But we will see.
I think it's possible with having Gary Crochet there. I mean, we had a really good offseason, honestly. The best offseason I've seen in a good while right now. So I could see that he got his guy Alex Bregman on the team now. So I could see it.
Just as long as he has his Apple Watch, he'll be okay.
Wow.
Let's go over to the National League Manager of the Year.
Of course, you would take a shot right there.
Dave, who you got winning the National League Manager of the Year?
Come on, Teddy. You know who I'm picking. You know who I'm picking. I picked this. The crazy thing is I picked this team to do something last year, and they went and got a coach that's better now. I'm picking Terry Francona. That's what I'm picking. I'm picking a guy that's won World Series titles. I'm picking a guy that has been one of the best managers when he's been a manager in the major leagues. I'm picking Terry Francona. I think him with having, and like you said, with Ellie De La Cruz now having him as a coach, as a manager, I think it's going to help the entire team tremendously. And I think he's going to win the NL Manager of the Year.
I like that. Jovan?
Yep. Dave, I have to agree with you on this one. I went with Terry Francona as well. Similar situation to where the Red Sox organization is. If you look at the Reds organization the past 5 years or so, they've been scuffling to get over the top. And if Terry Francona comes in year one and gets them to the playoffs, I think he's definitely a sure shot to get the award as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And we got a clean sweep. I'm also going with Terry Francona.
Wow. Okay.
NL Manager of the Year. I feel like he's going to do some great things and help this team take that leap. All right, let's go over to our division winners. Let's start. We'll keep the best for last.
Of course.
Exactly. So we'll start with probably the easiest one. We'll go to the National League West. This is start. I'll start it up. I'm going from bottom to the top. I've got the Rockies finishing in last, Giants finishing in fourth, Diamondbacks in third, Padres in second, and the Dodgers winning the division. Dave, who you got?
We got the same order, my boy. I ain't gotta say nothing. But I'm gonna say the wins though. I even predicted the wins for each team. So Rockies, I think they're gonna win 60 games. That's it. I think they're gonna win 60 games. Giants, I got them winning about 80, maybe 75 at bare minimum. Diamondbacks, I got them winning 85, 86 games. Padres, 87 and 90. And the Dodgers, I mean, they're gonna win over 100 games this year. So the Dodgers easily win this division.
Yep, I got the Dodgers winning the division as well.
What do you got for the rest of the division?
I didn't list the rest of the division, unfortunately.
Wow.
So,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. There's no point.
Just go off the top of my head because I know
this division it doesn't matter. I think
they'll get looped back, and I'll catch some shots with you. So just going with what I selected. I went with the Dodgers winning the NL West, and they're just gonna stomp that league out. It's gonna be pretty crazy.
Okay, I like that. We go to the National League East. Dave, who you got?
National League East, I'm gonna go from top to bottom. I got the Cincinnati Reds winning the
wrong division.
Wrong division. I got the Braves. My bad. I got the Braves winning that one. Winning that division.
Okay.
I got the Mets coming in second, Phillies in third.
Whoa.
So I know.
Whoa.
Nats finishing fifth, and the Marlins finishing last. Marlins just bad, man. They suck. I'm sorry. They're not good. I think they'll be lucky to get to 60 wins, honestly. But Nationals, I like this team. They're young, but I think it's still too soon for them to get to where they need to be. With Dylan Cruz, with James Wood, and what's the pitcher's name? Because I keep forgetting what his name
Mackenzie
is.
Gore.
Mackenzie Gore. So Mackenzie Gore, I think those three guys are going to be pivotal for this team in the future, of course, as long as they keep them there. Phillies, I like the Phillies. You know, you know how I feel about your boy. I think he's one of the best in the league. Trey Turner as well. I think they got some really good guys on the squad, and Kyle Schwarber's with the Phillies too as well, right?
Yep.
I think those three guys can help this team win 90 plus games, but I don't think they're going to win more games than the Mets. I feel like the Mets did more than what they did, and the Phillies is that team that has been the favorite to do something, but just can't get it done. So until they prove me something, I feel like they might miss out on. I feel like they'll finish third in their division this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you got, Javon?
I went with Atlanta to win this division. I mean, their team is just solid top to bottom. I like the addition of Verdugo. I know Teddy's a little salty.
He sucks.
I don't think Teddy's salty at all.
No, but they were very banged up last year. A lot of injuries up and down that roster. I think this year should be a big comeback for them. And then you got to go with Phillies. Phillies being second, Mets being third, and then I got Nationals and Marlins. So
I like that.
500. You got Joe. You got the Nats winning 81 games this season.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see
not a
that.
bad prediction. Not a bad prediction.
I can see that.
That's crazy because I wrote down. I wrote down 85. That's what I put.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna go bottom to top. I got the Marlins in last, Nationals in fourth, Mets in third, Braves in second, and I got the Phillies winning this division. This is the Phillies prove it year. They were in the World Series 2022 and 2023. They went to the NLCS. Last year they got to the NLDS. They've got some key guys up for contracts next year in Alec Bohm, Nick Castellanos, and Kyle Schwarber. So I feel like their window is closing and they need to do it now. And that addition of Jesus Luzardo from the Marlins in the offseason to round out that rotation is going to be huge. So that's who I got in the NL East. Let's go to the NL Central. I'll start this one off. I've got the Cardinals in last, Pirates in fourth, Brewers in third, Cubs in second, and I got the Reds winning the division.
Ooh. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
We closely have the same thing. I have Reds first, Cubs second, Brewers third. I have the Cardinals finishing over the Pirates. I got the Cardinals winning at least maybe 2 or 3 games more than the Pirates. The Pirates, like I said, they got Paul and they got my boy Andrew McCutcheon. But I don't know.
Brian Reynolds, Jared Jones, Mitch Keller.
Yes.
They got some dudes in that rotation.
I know they do.
They got some dudes. Brian Hayes.
I'm just predicting.
Oh,
I just feel like they might finish last.
Yep. Okay.
I got the Reds winning this one too. Just Terry Francona magic. He's just gonna do his thing. I think he's gonna get these guys to get to that potential of where they need to be. Yeah, and I see the Reds taking this one over.
Yeah, he makes some really good changes. He reminds me when I think about the kind of coach that he is and what the kind of impact he brings, I compare him to like an Andy Reid. Because you know how Andy Reid, he got the Eagles. They were pretty good when he went there. Then he went to the Chiefs, and they became a dynasty. I feel like, he is almost the same thing because he was with the Red Sox when Tyler was there. Then he left and went somewhere else. They were pretty good there. I feel like he's going to do the same thing with the Reds. I think he's going to make them one of the best teams in the NL.
Okay. All right. Let's go over to the American League West. Dave, who you got?
All right. This one I'm going to go from bottom up. Angels last. I'm sorry. Just other than Mike Trout, I don't have too much belief in this team. I have the Athletics finishing right above them. Then I have the Astros in third. I have the Mariners in second, and I have the Rangers winning the AL West.
We got the same prediction.
I guess I'm the oddball out. I got Seattle winning this division. They're due, man. When I tell you a team is due, this team has been scratching at the surface for years on years on years on years and just can't get over the hump. I'm hoping this is the year they do it, just because their ballpark can get pretty electric when they're actually playing well. I'd like to see them have some success this year. Winning the division would definitely make baseball fun, and that's what I'm all about. So I got Seattle taking this one, Texas in second, Astros in third, and then those bottom feeders can fight it out.
Hey, the A's got some pitching though. You know, they got some pitchers there at least. I mean, I still want us to go to find a way to go and get Mason Miller. Put him out.
They got a lot of work to do.
They're not giving
with
them
the
up.
Pirates. I know Teddy was naming a lot of guys, but I mean, they're like one injury away from
disaster.
Exactly. So
I mean, I had the Pirates in fourth. I was just saying they weren't going to be last in the division.
Yeah. Which, I can see that.
Yeah. Now we go over to the American League Central. Shout out to my boy Carl and his Tigers. I'll start this one off. We got probably the worst team in baseball. Chicago White Sox finished in last. You got the Minnesota Twins in fourth, the Royals in third, Guardians in second. I got the Tigers winning this division.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, Teddy, we definitely have a different prediction in this division.
Yeah.
Not the last. I mean, I think we all have the White Sox last.
Yeah, they suck.
The rest of the order, my order is a little different, man. It's definitely it's very different from yours. I have the Guardians at fourth. I have the Twins in third. I have the Tigers in second, and the Royals winning this division.
Okay.
Like that.
Them finishing first is a big reason why I picked their manager to win Manager of the Year, because I feel like he can help them win the AL Central.
Okay.
Honestly, I wrote this down before I saw what Screwball did today. I don't like what he did today. I don't. It's not good. I don't think that'll continue, but this is not a good sign to start the season.
Yeah.
He did play against the Dodgers, so I give him that, but still.
Yeah.
Who you got, Jovan?
I got the Kansas City Royals winning this division. I'd say the Guardians would be in second. The Tigers would be in third. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see from there. I don't know who else was the last two teams that would be in it.
You got the Twins and the White Sox. The Twins not finishing worse than the White Sox.
Yeah, they suck, dude. Those two teams suck.
But you think the Twins
could
be worse than the White Sox?
Don't have MVP type of years. The Twins are done for, pretty much.
Yeah. Yep.
Sad to say, but I think the Tigers and the Guardians, and the Kansas City Royals make this division actually a lot better than
I don't think the White Sox can even win 60.
I know the Tigers are definitely hurting a little bit not landing Bregman, especially knowing how that conversation went up until the last 30 minutes. He thought that was the team he was going to, and the Red Sox just paid to play. So I like their addition of Gleyber Torres, though. They made some solid acquisitions. They should be a good team, but I think the Royals already have that chemistry built up from the year past. I think they're gonna just keep carrying it on, especially with veterans like Salvador Perez leading the charge on that team. So,
Okay.
Okay. Now we get to the best division in baseball,
Of
the
course.
American League East. Dave, I'm gonna start with you.
Okay. So in last, I had to think about this one because these two bottom teams, either one of them could easily be last, honestly. But I went for the Rays. I think the Rays will be last. I have the Blue Jays are right above them. Then I have the Orioles in third. I have the Red Sox in second, and the Yankees finishing first.
what?
A realist. He's just a real one. That's all.
No, he lost his damn mind.
Lost my mind. Hold on. I didn't lose my mind. I watched both.
I think he's drinking that dirty water now.
No, sir. This is clean spring water that I bring. I drink. Nah, I just look. I love what we did this offseason. Trust me, I absolutely love what we did this offseason. Getting Gary Crochet, signing Alex Bregman, getting Walker Buehler, Sandoval, and getting Alex Aroldis Chapman. I love what we did.
Hold on.
Hush. Let me finish.
Hold on. Sandoval sucks.
You can say
Sandoval
sucks.
sucks.
I don't care.
Everybody else was a good signing. Sandoval is trash.
I care what you say. Let me finish what I'm saying. All right. He has a good last name. All right.
Not for the Red Sox.
Yeah,
KFC and Instagram.
And then you still got Rafael Devers, who's going to be a heck of a hitter. You got Christian Campbell. You got Cassis. You got some really good guys. And then you look at what Willie Abreu did today. Without any spring training or nothing like that. I love what we're capable of doing. I just still think that we're just a little bit, just slightly below the Yankees. I don't think it's like an easy, like an automatic W for the Yankees winning the division. I only have them having 3 more wins than we do finishing off the season. So it's close. It's not like they win 95 games, we win 85. I don't have it like that. It's really close to how I have, like, as far as the wins and stuff like that. I just feel like they'll have just slightly more wins than we do. That's it.
Okay. Jovan, who you got?
Oh, I mean, we kind of know who you got as number one.
Yeah, I had to go with the big dogs. I had to go with the Red Sox winning this division. I mean, I love what this team did this offseason, the way they're moving, the way they're talking. It just seems like Boston baseball's back. There's a certain feeling in the air when you see your guys just excited to play the game. Years past, I think, there's a lot of question marks on the field, and I think we took care of all the needs we needed. So I don't see us getting banged up by we have so much depth that if we do get banged up, there's other guys that can fill a spot with the rotation and on defense. Last year, 2 years ago, when we had Kike Hernandez starting at shortstop. Trevor Story went down last year. We had Cedane Rafaela at shortstop. Now we got guys like Marcelo Meyer he's already ready. If something was to happen to Trevor Story, God forbid. Bregman stepping up at their base. And moving Devers to DH, I think
that was huge.
Just only making our defense much stronger. We upgraded the pitching staff, so I think we are much better than we were last year. And last year we still had that fight in us.
That's that dirty connection. That dirty connection.
He talking about me having dirty water. He taking dirty calls. Why don't?
That's what it is, dude. That's what it is.
Oh my goodness! Come on, man.
It's just insane. Like, he starts spitting this tomfoolery, and they had to cut him off.
StreamYard was just like, nope.
People over at Refuse to Lose are like, nah, this dude's too crazy.
Yeah, keep him in the doghouse.
Right? No food. You better. Oh man. All right. I'll go over my division.
Dang, they kicked him out.
Yep. Uh, I got we had the same one. The Rays in last, Blue Jays in fourth, Orioles in third, Red Sox in second, and the Yankees in first, winning this division. I believe that it's going to come down to the last 2 weeks in this division.
Mhm.
Uh, it's not going to be a landslide. It's gonna be back to the way that it was when we were growing up. We're gonna be fighting till the very last couple of weeks to
Mhm.
see who's gonna win this division. I got both teams making the playoffs,
I do too.
but I just feel like the Yankees with the acquisitions of Goldschmidt, Bellinger, Max Fried, Devin Williams, and being able to get back Luis Hill after the All-Star break around there uh, from his lat strain. We've got a lot of guys on the IL right now that we're gonna get back later on in the year. Jonathan Loizaga. Um, we've got one other pitcher that's gonna be huge in our rotation as well. Clark Schmidt. If Stroman can hold it down in that 4 or 5 spot, come out and prove that you are a starting pitcher, not just talking like you're a starting pitcher, then that'll be huge for us uh, going down the last stretch of the season.
Yeah, losing Cole is a huge blow though.
Oh, dude, I saw him. I saw him in his little sling today. It hurt my soul. It hurt my soul, man. They introduced him. Everybody cheered him on. He walked down the line saying what's up to his teammates with the sling on, and it hurt. But he'll be back stronger than ever next year. And I'm ready to watch him pitch again. But for now, he's not coming back, so we gotta go with what we got now. And
Yeah,
I'm confident. I'm confident in what we have now.
I think if he was there, he adds like another 7 to 10 wins for the Yankees. Honestly, that's how that,
16.
that's
16.
how I'm saying if he was the eight, if you had him as your ace, he had him as your number one starter, like opening day starter, it would add on to that. I think with the rotation, he adds to the rotation. I think him might not being there takes away from the rotation. So
Yeah,
I'm just
definitely.
that's basically what I'm saying.
Definitely, but with him being out, it gives him time to be a coach now. That's what Max Fried said. We just got one hell of a pitching coach, so that's gonna pay dividends towards the end of the season because he's an amazing pitcher. The way he talks about pitching and goes about his business, and the way that he's going to help these guys in the bullpen in the starting rotation is going to be tremendous.
Awesome. Javon, you were cut off, because of that dirty water. So I'm pretty
My
sure
my my,
you
my
wanna
lady
you
keeps
wanna
calling me. My lady keeps calling me, and she's just she just wants me to get kicked off the show. I don't know what her problem is. We'll have a conversation later on, right?
Hey, you ain't got to
But
tell us that. That's between the two of y'all. all I know is I don't want to see you with I don't want to see you with some bruises next time. All right. So
no promises, no promises. I get beat up all the time.
hey.
So I got the Red Sox winning the division. I got Yankees coming in second place. I got the Orioles coming in third. I got the Rays coming in fourth, and I got the Blue Jays in dead last.
Okay.
The Blue Jays might surprise people. They do probably have the strongest pitching staff in the AL East if you look at their 5 guys. But I mean, I think that the Red Sox, with the firepower they have in the lineup and their ability to pitch at this point, we should be solid. Um, the Yankees losing key guys, multiple key guys such as Cole, Hill, Schmidt. I mean, these guys are huge for their team and their success last season. Stanton as well is a huge loss to the lineup. I think it's just going to be hard to get back to where they were last season without those key players. Um, and that's just me not talking as a Red Sox fan, but as like a baseball fan. Just looking at the roster from last year to this year. Um, Looking at the Orioles, I think that they're going to drop tremendously as well. Just given that they lost Anthony Santander, they lost Corbin Burns. He's an ace. Grayson Rodriguez is going to have big shoes to fill this season, along with all the younger guys that they have in their rotation. I don't know if, and you have Gunnar Henderson out as well right
Yep.
now. Their lineup's pretty banged up, and then Tampa Bay Rays. The reason I put them so low is because their opening day starter Shane McClanahan got hurt. And as you know, to win the division, you usually have to have a hot start. It's hard to pick up on lead after the fact. If you look at the Yankees last season, they were on fire for the entire beginning. It was almost impossible to beat them at the beginning of the season, and they were able to just keep that separation from all the other teams in the East. So I think it's going to be a similar race this year, but I'm excited. I'm excited that we are back and we got some good teams.
It's definitely going to be a good season of trash talk and competitive baseball when it comes to Yankees and Red Sox. I can't wait.
Yeah, for sure.
So with it, man. I think it's gonna be a great season, of course. And I like your explanation. Your explanation makes a lot of sense, Jovan. So we'll see. I'll be excited if we win a division.
I'll be excited too, man.
We of course we got
won
that
a division. I don't know how long.
Of course we got that bet. Teddy. We got that bet for the division for the battle of the season. So let's get it, man.
I know. Don't laugh. The only time I want you laughing is when you're swiping that little credit card for Aaron Jones. That's the only time I want to see you laughing, my boy.
Teddy's stressed. For those who don't know, Teddy's owed a jersey by me. I lost a bet last year, 2 years ago. No, it was last year, last offseason. We had made a bet that Shohei Ohtani would be coming to Boston. I was brutally wrong.
Explain your reasoning why you thought Ohtani was coming.
Come on, Teddy.
My reasoning was the Red Sox
man.
had a bag. Our salary cap was pretty low, lower than it's been in many, many years. And the fact that he's a New Balance athlete and New Balance headquarters is in Boston, Mass. So I had a feeling that, all those stars were aligning for us to get Shohei Ohtani. And I was wrong. So
isn't the New Balance headquarters in Lawrence? Isn't it in Lawrence?
No, it's right in Boston. Right across right next to the bridge. Right across from the Zakim Bridge.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought that was Converse.
They have a Converse one. They have New Balance. They got like Rapid 7. They got a couple different things.
Okay. I know what you're talking about then. All right.
Yeah, right next to the Garden.
Yeah.
You should know that. You saw what they did with the SGA symbol.
Dude, don't bring that stuff up, all right? It's a baseball show. It's a baseball show, all right?
I couldn't believe they put the SGA symbol.
that was nuts. That was nuts.
Just saying.
But I know exactly why they did it. But that dude, whoever pressed that button to put those lights on, should be fired and never hired again in Boston, because that was the most ridiculous thing that you can ever do.
Whoever probably did it probably ain't even from Boston.
I know. That's
he just did to do a job.
Yep, I know. But yeah, a great show. Always great to have you guys on. Thanks for coming on, fellas. You guys got any last words?
Yeah,
tune in today's Doghouse.
My bad, Dave. Go ahead.
Tune in today's Doghouse Saturday 4 p.m. It's gonna be a good one. That's pretty much all I gotta say. And go Red Sox.
Go Red Sox. Yeah, same thing, man. Piggyback off Dave. Shout out to Refuse to Lose, Baseball with Teddy, Dave's Doghouse, all the other great channels that we have. And make sure you guys are tuning in, man. You don't want to be missing out on all this trash talk in the group chats. So I know I'll be in there giving Teddy hell all season long. So if you want to get a little taste of that, make sure you jump in. And yeah, thanks Teddy for getting me on here and letting me speak my mind about baseball. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, always appreciate you for allowing me to come on the show.
Of course,
Always.
of course. And my last words is Dave, get ready to end the show in 3, 2, Red Sox suck. See you next episode.
Yankees suck.
Peace
That
out,
girl-
everybody. Peace out, everybody. Love y'all. Appreciate the
that.
support. Hit the subscribe
Yankees
button.
suck.
Like this
Yankees
video.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.